Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a refresh of my dining room as well as putting up my autumn tree in here. And I'm just giving you an overview of the space before I do anything. It's kind of boring, but I do love my red walls. This is one of the, or one of my, should I say, favorite spaces in my house. Right here I have a bow front chest that is in an ebony color, and I love, love, love that piece. And here I have this cute lamp with the black ribbon, and I have a picture of a buffalo soldier hanging that has a blue or a navy mat, so it actually ties in some of the colors that I have going on in here, which is right here in my window treatment. And I have a video of how I made that, and I'll link it below. But I love the colors. I love the traditional colors of the space. This little piece right here is a sewing machine that is just sort of tucked away there. And here's another picture of a buffalo soldier and his lady, and it has a blue matting as well. So that's how I kind of incorporate some of the colors in here. The colors are red, navy, black, sort of bronze or pewter, if you will, and some of the richer colors. So like I said, I love this space. This is my buffet, which is a repurposed dresser. It was my oldest daughter's dresser at one point, and it was like this beige color, and I just stained it. The lighting is not doing it justice in here. It's just looking really wonky, but it's a beautiful piece. Here's my table, all junky. But I love it. I bought it used because I love the details of the table, and it only came with 5 chairs, and one of which was a dining chair. So I could not find a chair to match. So what I ended up doing was buying a bench, because if I were missing like one of the captain's chairs, I could have replaced those two, but ended up getting a bench because I couldn't find a chair to match, if that makes sense. You know, it's hard to find a dining chair, whereas I could have replaced 2 chairs, you know, the same thing. Anyway, this is the top of my my china cabinet, and these are my favorite pieces. I am all about fine china. I love the everyday dishes that we find, you know, really cheap, but I do like fine china. And these pieces, I actually thrifted a lot of them, and some I got off of eBay, so they're hard to find now. But anyway, this is the space before, so let's get into the refresh. So what I did was, I couldn't decide if I wanted to take the rest of this fabric and make some curtains. So what I did was I just kind of rearranged how it was on the on the curtain rod. I added some shelves that I got from Hobby Lobby on clearance when they had their sale, and I added 2 candle holders that have the navy color in it on top of those shelves. I added another runner on top of my buffet, which actually matches the runner that's on my console table in the entryway. So that kind of ties the spaces together. Here I put the extra dining chair in the corner with a black pillow, and here is the dining table. I put it at an angle because of the way that this room is designed. It's not a perfect square. It's actually at an angle, so that's why the table's like that. There is the tree that I've put up. It's a slim tree, and I was checking the lights. So what I'm doing now is adding some garland that I got from Hobby Lobby, which is dried leaves that have been sewn together with some twig bundles. It's really pretty. I've had it for, oh gosh, about 3 or 4 years now, and I bring it out every fall. Last year I had it in my kitchen on my fireplace mantle in there, and I decided to do something else this year in there, so I'm gonna put it on this tree. I'm not decorating the back because you're not gonna see it because it's in the corner, so I'm just kind of swirling it around on the front. And here is some more leaf garland that I got from Hobby Lobby. All the garland came from Hobby Lobby pretty much, and I'm putting, you know, that on there as well. And I take that back. The dried leaf one came from Michael's. It was a Michael's garland. So yeah, and the leaves did come from Hobby Lobby, but I think they still carry the dried leaf garland if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's where I got that. Anyway, so I'm putting the leaf garland on there, and I try to get the most realistic garland. I don't like the little foo-foo or the fakey kind of stuff. So looking stuff, should I say. But yeah, I got that garland again from Hobby Lobby. So now that that's on there, I'm adding some ribbon from Dollar Tree. This is that beautiful plaid ribbon that they have every year, and I'm using 3 rolls to cover the tree because I want to do the little sort of swirls, if you will, and I'm just tucking it in. I want, where my goal for the tree is to cover up as much of the green color as possible, even though it's an evergreen. You know, Christmas trees are evergreen, so they're always in season, so to speak. I didn't want to see the green. I wanted to see more of the autumn colors and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to tuck the ribbon in and cover up as much as I can with it. And so yeah, again, I used 3 spools, and I think it's like 9 feet on each one, and it's wired so it'll hold its shape when you tuck it in or whatever. And when you're decorating a tree, especially during the holidays, Christmas time, you decorate from the inside out, meaning you decorate from the trunk outward. So that's what I tried to do here. But it was mostly garland and not ornaments. So yeah, that's how this is going. And now I'm putting some picks at the top, you know, for a topper, if you will. And these pigs came from Dollar Tree. I actually got these year before last from Dollar Tree. Yeah, it was year before last. So I'm just using those. They're the longer stemmed florals that they have. I haven't seen these this year, but I haven't been to Dollar Tree in a minute, so they may have. But yeah, I'm just kind of tucking them at the top and trying to make it as full as possible. Here's some more of the, I want to say, are they wheat stems? I want to say they're wheat stems, but anyway, again, you've seen these at Dollar Tree, and I'm just sort of spreading them out, you know, bending them apart and then just stuffing them inside the tree. Just adding some fullness, again, trying to cover as much of the green as I possibly can. I want it really, really full. And I'm loving the traditional colors. I know we went through a phase of the pretty sort of green color, the aqua or the jadey kind of green color, but I'm loving the traditional colors. Now I'm just getting some flower heads that have fallen off, you know, stems and things like that. I saved those when I went through my fall stash and put them in a bag, and so they're working really nicely as little fillers for the tree. I try not to throw away anything that I feel like I can use. So again, they came in handy. I've added some of the cream pumpkins, the foam pumpkins from Dollar Tree in as well, the small ones and sort of the medium-sized ones. So they look really nice. And I also added some of the cotton heads that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. They come in a bag, and I stuck some of those on there as well. And here is the final result. Hopefully you can see this. I didn't want to turn the overhead light on to sort of mess up the colors, but I'm using daylight, so hopefully you can see the colors, you know, in their true form. Again, here is the space. I didn't do a whole lot over here. I didn't want a whole lot going on because, again, I have these red walls. I have these beautiful red glass trees that stay up all year because I just love how they look. I sprinkle some leaves around as though, you know, some leaves have blown in or fallen on top of this bowfront chest, and I love how it looks. I love my picture and my statue of the Buffalo Soldiers. This is a decanter or carafe set that belonged to my grandmother, so of course I have to have her in there, or a reminder of her. And I love how the light sparkles through this set. I think it's absolutely stunning. And the tray came from World Market. Here's the tree in the corner here, and I love it. I didn't turn the lights on, but at night it's beautiful. And I love the fullness and how everything looks on it. And everything looks wonderful on this tree. I love it. And again, low cost. You know, most of the florals are from Dollar Tree. And it just looks great. I used a piece of fabric that I had picked up from a thrift store as the skirt. It's sort of a neutral pattern that sort of looks like the fabric on my dining chairs, so I thought that would kind of tie in with the rest of the space, and I really like how that looks. And I put some leaves down there, sort of look like little, you know, leaves have fallen off the tree. That is an antique sewing basket, and I just like the way it looks, so I just put it over there. It resides in this space all the time. There are those little shelves that I got from Hobby Lobby, and the candle holders. There's one on each side of the mirror, and the candle holders have the blue glass. Some of you have hauled those actually from Hobby Lobby, but I love them. There is that little pumpkin from Dollar Tree that didn't work in the foyer, but it found a home here. And I got this antique scale from a local thrift store that came with the grapes as well, and I love how it looks in this space. That chair I got from an estate sale, and I love it in the space. That sign came from Hobby Lobby. And those apple urn trees came from a local thrift store, and I popped them up there, along with 2 more candle holders and a plate from Hobby Lobby, and that little candle right there. I put a little fall foliage around it to bring the fall touch to this side of the room. And of course I have my china in here, which is fall china, as a matter of fact. And that's my bellflower pattern there, and the orange one is called Carlton. And I just like the way it looks. I actually bought it one Thanksgiving for a Thanksgiving dinner off of eBay, so I love those, along with some crystal and things like that. I got the dining, or the cupboard, or the dining chest, from a local thrift store, from the Salvation Army, as a matter of fact. It is period 70s, and I love it. Here's my dining table that I've turned on an angle. I have the matching fabric from the window treatment as a runner, and this floral arrangement I made last year. And it's just Dollar Tree florals, and I think a couple flowers I got on clearance from Dollar General. These candle holders, again, Hobby Lobby. Most of my candle holders came from Hobby Lobby. The candles, Walmart. And I have some candle rings on them to dress them up a little bit. But again, the fabric matches the fabric on the window. I just couldn't bring myself to cut it. I don't know what it is. I love that fabric. But anyway, here's my table with the bench. I love it. I didn't want to paint the table, get rid of it, because I was missing a chair, so that bench was right on time. But here's the space. I love how it looks. I know that, you know, we're into the farmhouse and things like that, but I'm more here with this little, I guess, semi-traditional, because it's more of an eclectic mix, because different period furniture's in here. And also my little touch of whimsy. I have to show you, I always have a touch of whimsy, and here's my red robin sitting on my chandelier. I always have to have a little something like that, y'all, and it's fun to do. Add some interest. But I love the space. Y'all tell me what you think about it down below. Tell me what you guys are gonna do for fall, and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.